TIs. What up, man? Yeah, strategies, man. Gain the proof that you need in your situation. I'm currently still doing that. Um, it may be good luck. I get the proof and find out who it is. I mean, I'd be like, oh shit, never mind. Um, there's nothing that will be able to be done against certain individuals that are just allowed to do certain things. Um, so I'm gonna get back into doing what I do, and try not to be deterred. You should too, man. Um, you may not be able to go after what you're so-called, what they call dreams. Like that's a little bit. I mean, really, I wanted to be an athlete. I'm still an athlete, but there's that's not that's a high. That's when you're a kid. When you get older, you switch it up usually, because that the odds of that, the probability of that's very low. Of people, it's like people. I've done so many scratch offs, and you have probably too. A lot of people never hit shit. I hit one for a little, not enough, man, to really do anything. Not enough to buy a place. Not enough to buy buy what I need. So I'm formulating my plan. Um, I'm plotting on bad people, and I'm planning on myself doing positive for myself. The protocols are bad for them, and then they'll act like you're, or they'll, when you talk to them, they're gonna seem mm, standoffish. Um, they'll make it seem like you're ungrateful, that they have helped you, and then smashed some stuff up in your life to make it seem more appealing to them and more funny, like a big game, similar to the game, but the guy actually lives in the game. Similar to the other guy that said Fallen. Similar to Enemy of the State, which is years ago. A lot of old movies. Guy was trying to make a movie called Gaslight. Don't know if it ever came out. Another book. There's books that get thrown out all the time. It's forgotten about, censored. Okay, filtrated, if you will. Um, what makes it through and what doesn't through that sieve. One of the perps knows what I mean when I say sieve. So he's a nerd. He tried to say I was off by 0.55077. I'm like, I was thinking to myself, who gives a damn? You fucking douche. And you turned the math around after I asked you where it was and fucking lied about it at a company. And I'm not so sure I should name the name of these companies, man. Um, but it's every day, man. It's getting a little bit. Seems like thicker skin, a little bit. They're trying to make characters out of targets. That's for sure, man. It's like being in jail, just not in jail. You're not in there yet. You're in the holding tank after you got pulled over drunk. Um, that's happened plenty of times. I've been drunk and got pulled over. Well, no, I've been. I used to drive around drunk all the time, but now I got pulled over. Well, I got pulled over 2018, and then now I can't drive because well I can, but what was I gonna say? Yeah, I need to check all my accounts, man. I need to document, record. You should document. That's right. Record, backtrack, build, grow on your protocols, given your situation. They're on a meathead level. You kind of have to match the meatheaded level that they're going, the length that they're going to, the longevity and time that they keep it up. They're persistent. Very. They had a victory license plate when they made me get on my electric bike and go from 86th Street down 86th Street to a different part of town on the other side, almost on the other side. For me, it seemed like the other side of town because this bike couldn't make very far. I come straight out. I'm on Sign Bay outside of Wyndham damn hotels, which I've stayed at many times. Um, yeah, that was a weird experience. There was a dude there that was saying, you ready to join the cult? And then they were smoking meth bubble. Okay, all these guys were like running down the hallways, man. I mean, I swear they were geeked up off that shit. They were like, come on, man, come in this room. I'm like, no, man, I really shouldn't. And one of them was like, yeah, you're almost ready to join, join our cult, man, our group. I'm just thinking to myself, yeah, the meth head geeker tweet crew that, and they get perps like just in that hotel. They had perps all in and out on the floor. The girl I ended up getting laid with was a perp. I ended up looking back. Um, Almost everyone that the targeted individual comes into contact with is a plant, whether it's a cop that you had sex with or um, it could be anything. It could be anyone that has another identity or another they have more than one identification or they're just illegal immigrants. Um, Not hating on them, just saying, it could happen. You could have they try to sexually exploit people with those honey sluts, with those man, they piss me off. They sent me a couple of those, and at the time I had bad judgment. I thought I had good judgment, but looking back, I didn't. I was not really paying attention to um, this stuff. I wasn't paying attention to the signs, the indicators, all that crap that would show you, being a warning to. I want to stop this now before this goes too far. I put my damn uh, I've told people, I've let them know my own personal boundaries. I've said, all right, man, I'm just not okay with that topic. I don't like talking about it. I don't like talking about this. That is okay. They box me in traffic a lot. They've tried to make me wait on a lot of stuff. They made me. They tried to run me out of liquor store today. A MILF did. It was kind of hot. I was thinking maybe she was turned on. Like maybe she wanted to meet up. But I don't really know. Probably not, man. The way she said it was, she was mad about what she was mad about. What truth? It was true what she was mad about, but she shouldn't have been mad about it because it was over 63 cents. She flipped her lid. She's probably listening to this right now, either getting wet or mad, or getting mad and wet. Really, some of your perps, I know this is going to sound a little abrasive on this video, but they're masturbating about you. They're masturbating about hating you. Some of them are just addicted and they're crazy. Um, so just be careful, man. Your feed, watch for your feed. Now that the feed and the lists of content that they're showing me through my social media and my applications, the content creations that I'm using. Um, well, now they're just, it's like they want you to formulate everything all in one damn day. Um, so one thing at a time. You can still have your protocol still set up, but do one damn thing at a damn time. Okay, sometimes, maybe not all the time. I like to multitask too, like when I'm feeling good. There's this pill that I found, guys. Tell me what you think, people, about Nariva. Is it really all that? Because it doesn't seem like it has a lot of ingredients in it. I'm not downing it. Kind of made me feel like I had wind on my face yesterday. There was like wind blowing, but then again, there's a vent right there. So they could have turned it off and then flipped it. I mean, just to make it seem, but it really did feel like it was soothing a little bit. I don't know. Maybe it was just me. Thinking that. But yeah, it's a series of goals. Their goal and goals, what have you, is trickery, mockery, lying, stalking, following, recording. They're grouped up. That's their formation. Their position is a group. Right now, they scattered out, and then they regroup. I'm tracking them. Currently, I am tracking them by talking to them. And they'll try to extract information out of you. They want to bring that out of you so that they can use it and leverage it against you later, or now, or anytime they feel like it. So they did it to my brother. I already told you. Okay? I'm not going to go too far into it. That's personal shit. And it's very disturbing what they did. And it's very disturbing what this other guy did with his studded dildo. He got fucked and he was watching animal porn. The same guy that says he's not going to go hang out with the guy that hangs out with his dildo that has earrings and studded. Then says he's never going to hang out with that guy. Also, to top everything off with that guy. And then he got fucked in the ass. And then, he's watching animal porn. But then when it came to come to get me a pack of cigarettes at the time, and I had the cash, he got mad. He was frustrated that I wanted to go buy some cigarettes. He didn't want to take me because they killed my car. They harassed it. They beat it up. They dented it a few times. Time they cracked my window. One guy wanted to blow my head off. He's like, I'm going to blow the head off. I'm like, damn, this guy's a fucking whip. I need to whip away. He was mad because he was an SJW, what I call, and he was so sad that I turned in front of McDonald's and uh, I turned on right on red, dude. There was no sign, okay? And this grid system formation of these fucking roads, that you're allowed to do that. He's like, you cut everyone in line, man. And stuff like that. I had one guy have a baseball bat. Looked like it was like saran wrap instead, but I couldn't really tell. But it looked like either way, if the guy hit me or hit a person with it, he was pissed. But he looked like one of these perps, like a gang stalker perp, or a guy that was mad. He's thought that I cut him off. I was playing hide and go seek with this guy in my vehicle, man. Like not he wasn't in my vehicle. It was this guy was popping in and out of traffic. I was jumping over medians. Cars were parked in Castleton, Indiana. I jumped over, jumped off, turned right. I was then opposing traffic. Okay. Well then I turned right again. I went towards Dick's. And then I sat. I turned left and I went away from. Yeah, something like that. I went by Macy's. That's what I did. I hid out. I waited, let another car hide there to cover me, to hide me. So I was unknown exactly where I was. And then I'd see him and I'd just wait for him to leave. Duck my head. And my muscle just got shot just now. But um, they do that a lot on these videos. They do it whether I do the video or not. They really don't care. Um, they connect to your brains like a tunnel, from what I've heard and understood. And they get voice, they get sound through the RNM, through the remote neural monitoring. That's how they receive it. It's through your brain. Obviously, thought patterns. I think it's something like they know what kinds of things you like and think about, but they don't know exactly what you're thinking about. So I think the cover for my theory is then for on the other end of that to physically view you and monitor you, and that's why I unplugged that box in there. It's just it would randomly just start um, um, for prolonged periods uncomfortable periods of times it would turn red with the green dot still on it. The red dot would turn on. Well, the green dot was just there, and then the red dot would blink and then stay red, full solid red, being recorded. um the person here, I've gaslighted the gaslighter. It's fun. I tell them, they're like, you need meds, you need medication. Sure, you don't need to check in. You know, you need to check in again about that time of the year. It's normal. They're getting paid to lie. They're getting paid to shove it under whatever they can find or nothing. If they just throw it or just put it, just they just don't want to talk about it. What I'm saying, they won't. They'll deflect it, blame shift it. When I mean blame shift it, like I said, make you feel ungrateful, make you seem like you don't care, or you don't work hard enough, your work ethic isn't hard enough, or you're just assed out again. Um, you just looking haphazard, flagrant, and they're mad at your swag. They ultimately hate it, and they use a lot of coughing. They block me off in the what do you call it, in the grocery store, in the aisles. Old ladies, you love to block me off. Old men even more love to wear hats around me, like they're in charge. Um, They like to cut me to the register. They like to beat like it's a race. Like who's gonna get there first? Who's in this competitive world? Who's gonna get to the damn register first? I just give up. I say, you go. You sure? You sure you play that game? You know, everyone knows that game. You sure you don't want to go? You go. No, you go. You go. No, fuck it. No, I just go. Okay, because they let me. Because usually they try to act like they're just buying all the shit. They're like, oh, you only have a little bit of shit. Okay, you go. Go ahead. And it could be good people too. Could be people that actually just are minding their own, probably. But some of them will just, man, they'll buy. They love to inflate their egos when you talk to them. The perps, okay, they're just inflating it. I imagine it like a balloon, and they just love to talk about themselves. They do, and they want you to focus on them. That's what this is all about. To drive your focus away from you. Well, yeah, it's done. It's done for a lot of different reasons, but they know that by pulling you and pushing you and bitch slapping you out of position with Mickey Mouse tactics, um, you know that they will be successful in the end game, and they always are. Um, I'm constricted to this room. Feels a lot like I'm being institutionalized, but I do get out. Um, I'm not. I do socialize a little bit. I hang out with my brother sometimes. That's about it. Everyone else cut me off as soon as I got back in town from Minnesota. So thanks to the people that, and it followed me to Minnesota. The fat guy that was in my room, I was playing with the beta males or the beta fish, and he was just wasting so much time poking at fish. But it was intriguing. It was kind of relaxing. But then he was talking about Jewish mysticism, the Jewish Kabbalah, but he wasn't. I said, "So are you Jewish?" He said, "No." I said, "Neither am I." I said, "But my mom, they're converted Jews, and I don't care. You're Jewish." I've been to some people's. I think I got invited to someone's bar mitzvah years ago, man. Um, but yeah, yeah, it's very interesting. These events. They're tricksters for sure. They tricksters, but I don't care now. Like I can like it's like you get to the point where you care, but you don't care enough to where um you can strip down naked and just do whatever they want. I don't mean it like literal, of course. Your discretion is advised. Oh man, but it's laughable, man, because it just really is. This camera is the only thing I have to talk to right now for most of the time, or viewing, hearing sound from my phone, creating sound from my phone, um, hearing sounds, auditory from the actual television, the real television, and yeah, a lot of people were trained years ago not to speak on it. It helps you, definitely it does. So with that, I'm gonna hit this babe, get stoned. Bye.